So this video is not an easy video for me to make, but I feel like this could help out a lot of people that are either stuck in a rut right now with their prop firm trading or their personal accounts, and maybe help them be able to mentally recover and get back at it. What's going on, guys? I'm Nick Conti, and in this video, we're gonna go over how I've lost $23,000 in payouts over the course of this year. This recent one, I missed out on $12,000. I had 6 Apex accounts that were funded. 2 of them I already had a payout on at $4,000, and those were already well within all the requirements with Apex. Then I had 4 more that were $200 away from the consistency, meeting the consistency rule to be able to request $2,000 on each of those accounts. $2,000 times 6 is $12,000. Day 7 rolls around, and in the back of my mind, I'm already worried that I'm going to take a loss and then go on a downward spiral. I also didn't want to trade flip days. I didn't want to risk any chance of getting denied my payout with Apex. So I kept trading the way I've been trading. I ended up taking my first loss that I think I was up on, and then it reversed on me straight to my stop loss on like the 1 minute candle. So that was frustrating. And then I take my same setup on another trade, and that trade ends up losing as well. So now I'm down over 500 bucks. So here I am, ready to have a mental breakdown because it's like I'm so close and I've been in this position before. And then I'm like, oh, I can't do it again. I can't take another trade. What do? I take one more trade. I'm like, all right, this one looks all right. This one's got to save me. It didn't save me. So now I'm down 800. Now I'm like, oh my God. Any other day, I would have walked away being over 2. But I was on day 7. I was so close to meeting the consistency. I had everything I needed, and I was just too short-sighted in my way of thinking. Tilted, won some, lost some, realized I was breaking the risk limitation rule that Apex has, and with the amount of drawdown I was in, and then just blew the accounts from there. I blew the 4 that I was close to getting the payout on, and then I had 2 more that were $7,500 in profit. These are all 50K accounts, by the way. There were $7,500 in profit, blew those 2. Now, I mean, talking about it right now, it's not easy because it's so stupid, and I've been in this position before, and I'll talk about when I was in this position before back in January of the next 11,000 I missed out on, but it's not easy, guys. These things are going to happen, especially when you're relatively new to the game or you haven't made this mistake enough of times. What frustrated me the most is that I've been in this position before, and I made these mistakes and I know what not to do and did them anyway. So that's pretty much how I missed out on the 12K with Apex. And back in January, I had 3 50Ks with Apex and 1 50K with Top Step that I was trying to be able to get to the $5,000 to request with Top Step, and then $6,000 on the accounts with Apex. Now this is back in January. I don't remember the full story behind this one, but with Top Step, I have the trade evade, so it was the daily drawdown limit. I just kept hitting over and over, just bad losing streak, just a series of bad trades over and over. The Apex ones, I was close to getting paid out on. I think it was like the same scenario as what happened to me recently. That's $23,000 I missed out on this year. Now, I currently have 2 payouts. I'm looking to get a 3rd this week or next week with Top Step. God willing, staying focused, staying disciplined. Really locking in on that one. And yeah, what happens when you have these blow-up days that blow your fundeds where you're close to getting paid out on, you got to watch out for the downward spiral that comes after that, because you're going to be in such a state of where you want to make that money back. You want to get back to that position that you were at as quickly as possible. And that mindset is what's going to keep you from getting back to that position as quickly as possible. So it's the same thing for when you're taking big winning days. You really got to just take a breather, take a step back, journal, analyze where you went wrong, relax, maybe take a week off or 2 weeks even to mentally recover so that you can get back at it faster without having these thoughts inhibit your trading. And you might think, oh yeah, I'm okay, I'm good, I'm ready to trade again. You're probably not. If you're going back at it the next day, you're probably not okay to trade, because all it takes is one loss to really set you back, snap you back into that bad habit that you had yesterday, and just create even more of a downward spiral to blow more evals, blow more fundeds, etc., etc. How do you handle blowing funded accounts after you were so close to getting a payout on them? It's not easy. Everyone struggles with this. The best of the best have the same problem from time to time. Two of the most important things you have to do to mentally recover. One, journal, analyze, and take a breather, all collected into one. And two, really focus on what went wrong and apply where you went wrong to your next set of trading. Focus solely on the process. I know that's kind of surface level and we see that all the time, focus on the process over the profits, but the process equals the profits. You get the profits by following the process. It's not just, oh, process, whatever, gotta stay disciplined. No, you have to connect that neural pathway into your mind that process is directly correlated to profits. They come hand in hand. And if you don't focus on the process, then the profits are not gonna come. They might come instant in that present moment, but you know that if you keep trading that same way where you're over leveraging, having not good risk management, that's only gonna lead to you blowing your accounts in the long run. You know this, I know this, everyone knows this. You have to apply the solution to what you're doing wrong to be able to fix your trading that much faster. And that comes with focusing on the process, staying patient, not over leveraging, meaning not oversized revenge trading, not chasing trades that you know you shouldn't be chasing to begin with, not taking trades that aren't your setup, and do the opposite of that. Meaning, if you've been blowing your accounts because you've been trading 2 to 3 minis, downsize to 1 mini, or even, dare I say, micros. Now the micro traders, you guys would be like, why would you not trade micros? For me, micros are a little bit too slow, especially if you're trying to trade a 150K account. I'm not trying to spend 2 months to get a payout when I know I can get it within 2 weeks, within the payout window frame. So either 6 to 10 micros to 1 mini, if you feel like you're having a hard time, that's up to you to figure out with your risk tolerance, where you can take trades without worrying about taking a big loss, a loss that you feel like you can't handle. Build your confidence in your strategy, back test, continue to get that data, continue to get those practice reps. That's more important than anything, getting those practice reps. Soccer players, they know how to play soccer, they know all the rules, they know all the plays, but they still practice day in and day out. Why? Because they have to continue building that muscle activation, that those reps to be able to execute at the best of their ability during the game, during game time. So you got to keep that in mind. And just know at the end of the day, you're probably going to be in the same position again. I'm probably going to be in the same position again. Your favorite influencer is probably going to be in the same position again. However, when you focus on the things that I told you to focus on in this video, you'll be able to minimize those days and get back at it that much quicker than if you didn't have those days, if that makes sense. Process equals profits. Risk management, not oversizing on bad trades, not taking trades that aren't a part of your setup, and not doing anything that could lead to you going on tilt. And when you're close to that payout window and you haven't taken a flip day, don't be afraid to do that flip day if your prop firm allows it. That's all I gotta say, guys. I hope you liked this video. Subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know how this helped you in any way, shape, or form. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.